HNNCast.ConFu is brought to you by Sector, Canada's premier IT security conference.
We've told you about ExcaliburCon a few times. It's the new and upcoming con in China, of all places, and it's being organized here in the West, at least, by Jason Street. Jason was kind enough to talk to us via Skype to fill us in on some of the details. So I'm here with Jason Street, who is organizing ExcaliburCon in China. Jason, what can you tell us about ExcaliburCon? How did it come about? What's it all about? What's happening in China? Why China?
Quite frankly, the reason why I started it is why not China? It's like, there's a lot of hacking conferences that go on in China, some really good ones that have a lot of Chinese speakers and some foreign speakers, but it's still a very, shall we say, conservative conference. It's very very stylized, but the main problem, I think, is there wasn't enough dialogue coming in from the West and explanations and a bridge of communication between the West and the East.
Yeah, because I have never heard any of these conferences in China before. So you're saying they happen all the time?
Oh yeah, there's I can name two conferences that go on in China right now. There's ExCon, which is probably the biggest and the oldest traditional one.
I have heard of ExCon briefly.
I've heard so many people talking about China this and China hacking and all these different things from all these people that you read on the internet about what's going on in China and the hacking scene there and how it's all political or it's attacking the West. And I decided to actually go see it for myself. And my eyes were unbelievably opened with the fact that it's totally not what people are saying on the internet. These people are like having the same kind of problems that we're having. They're upset with the way that the cybercrime is going. I talked to the lieutenant of the Shanghai Cyber Police Force talking about how his problems with trying to catch these criminals and what they're trying to do to stop the problem. I had dinner with Goodwell, who was the founder of the Green Army, the godfather of Chinese hacking, and during dinner, he was talking to me like how upset he was with the way that the hacking scene was turning to criminal and turning to the Carter scene. Yep. And how it should be more, it should be back to its roots and stuff, which was exploration and political statements. So
this gave you impetus to start ExcaliburCon?
Yes, it's like because we need to start communicating the things that we have in agreement, the things that we have alike, and stuff, and stop accentuating all the bad stuff that we disagree on.
So this is the second year, right? And it's in December?
Yes, it's in December. It's like there's certain political issues have occurred in the last several weeks that we are trying to deal with, but I think it's going to happen. And if it doesn't, I guarantee you I'll be right back starting January 1st on having ExcaliburCon 2011.
So how many people do you expect to show up at ExcaliburCon this year?
Last year we had about 300. We're expecting probably the same amount, if not more, since it's going to be in Beijing.
Now, is the conference held mainly in English, or is there Chinese in English, or is there a language barrier? How does that work?
We'll have live translations this year, so they'll have little headphones, and you'll be able to understand exactly what's going on a little bit quicker. But most of the people there speak English. It's like there's more people in China that speak English than there are Americans.
Okay, good.
That's an actual little tidbit of fact there.
So what else should people know about ExcaliburCon since it's coming up rather quickly here in the next couple of months?
We should have some major announcements coming up within the next week or so to let us know that if it's going to be going on full steam or if we're going to have to lick our wounds and come back stronger next year. So, but those announcements should be coming up quite soon.
Excellent. So I will probably see you. Are you going to go to BruCon this year?
I sure hope to be there, yes.
All right. Well, I guess the next I'll see you then is Beijing.
Yeah, first time is Beijing, yeah.
I'll see you in Beijing. Awesome.
Beijing, I'll be at CCC and then BruCon.
Excellent. All right. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. It's been good hearing about ExcaliburCon, and I'm looking forward to attending this year.
Can't wait to see you in Beijing, man.
All right, good.
See you later.
Sounds like it will be an awesome con. Can't wait. There's some other con news we wanted to tell you about this week as well. BruCon in Brussels may be over for 2010, but they've already announced their dates for next year. The 23rd and 24th of September. Mark your calendars now. Nullcon has opened its call for papers. Nullcon will be taking place in Goa, India in February. If you want to see crypto heavyweights Bruce Schneier, Whitfield Diffie, Andy Clark, and David Kahn all in one place, get over to Bletchy Park in England on November 6th. Seriously, you're unlikely to get this much crypto knowledge under one roof ever again. And it's for a good cause.